It's elite podcasting here. Ain't nobody better. Look. Yeah. Listen to us every time we live in the side. When you turn it on, it's just the
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 246, Blood Money in the Sand 6 is live to tape. I'm the podcaster, the Podchatek, Phillip Antoine, the leader of the Bullet Bloodline. I'm joined by Brian Tronick and Brandon Tanguma. We are watching the final match.
The Canadian Destroyer.
The Canadian Destroyer, Brandon Tanguma, that's right. And Brian Tronick, we don't have a name for him yet. We are watching. Oh, he has him in the guillotine. We are watching the final match of Crown Jewel, aka Blood Money in the Sand 6. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar for the championship of the fan base, the WWE Universal title. Roman Reigns has Brock Lesnar in a guillotine. Gentlemen, how are you doing? Brandon.
Doing fantastic, Phillip. Watching Blood Money.
Yes.
Great show. Great show.
Shout out D-Rogue. He's privy to the Blood Money name. Shout out him. Brian, how are you doing on this fine Thursday afternoon?
Oh, I'm doing good. I almost want to cry. Like I'm watching
good.
Greatness.
I mean, I wish I could say that about the other company. Yeah, I'm starting it up. We swinging for the fences, boy. We swinging for the fences. So, Tronic and I, we've talked about it on Within the Ropes. I want to get Brandon's thoughts on the things Tony Khan has been saying about competition and the demographic and the demo and ratings. And, Lil Nate's just got taken out.
Damn, Phillip, that happened like 5 minutes ago.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like 5 minutes ago.
I don't know.
Brock Lesnar already won the championship.
No, he didn't. Stop lying. So what are your thoughts on Tony Khan and his mind being lost?
Well, Tony's speaking his mind a little bit more. I'm kind of all for it. It's fun, a little friendly banter. Now, when it comes to the ratings and the demographics and the head-to-head of the SmackDown and the Rampage, it's like it's a tie. Now, people will say, oh, WWE won here, AEW won here. I think it's just a matter of which faction you stand with, who you want to win. I honestly don't care. I know you guys might think I'm more of an AEW homer, but SmackDown had more viewers. AEW had the win in the key demos. It's back and forth. I'm not going to talk about that, but I do enjoy Tony Khan, talking some ish, kind of swinging his thing around a little bit, but
swinging what?
Swinging his.
Are you trying to say big dick energy?
Swinging his baby arm around.
Look, man.
Third leg. Never mind.
That's why they call him tripod.
Oh,
I don't know about all that.
Yo,
I don't know about
fire. That's a fire name.
Now listen. See, Tony could talk all the schmack if his product was that good. Let's be real. Let's be real here. I mean, they finally have some good storyline going on now that Hangman's back. I mean, nothing's really the needle's not really being moved for me over there. The needle's being moved for me on Crown Jewel, but not on TNT. Can you explain that?
What is not moving the needle for you? What is so terrible about AEW?
I mean, it's not the way it once felt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Something has to change. Something drastic. Oh, they're the Usos. So I don't know. I'm trying. I'm really
AEW was super hot during the summer when Hangman Page won the title or was looking to go after the title. Didn't happen. Pulled it back a little bit, and now they're going right into it for full gear. I'm excited to see what they do. Now, I don't know if it might be like a Johnny Gargano situation to where they just, spread it out too long, and then by the time it actually happens, people don't care. But I'm quite intrigued to see what they do. And then just outside of the company or outside of the championship sphere, they tell good stories. They have really good wrestling. I would say the matches are better than what they are on the main television shows of WWE. But now we'll talk about Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel had some okay matches.
Are they really better? I mean, are you serious?
I mean, at least they deliver competent finishes.
Do they?
I mean,
Do
I
they?
mean, you were at Raw this week. Did you not see that main event, or did you skip out early, try to beat the traffic?
No, I was there. There.
Okay.
Look, Charlotte did what she had to do. I
The
I
Queen
understand.
City.
I understand. Roman Reigns is still the Universal Champion, by the way. I understand why Charlotte Flair had to do what she had to do, and we're going to talk about all that stuff. I mean, look, man, I don't know. I mean, sure, the pay-per-views they deliver. I mean, they do run too long, so they kind of get tired. But I mean, the weekly TV, I don't know.
I mean, Crown Jewel is going to end at 1:00, so that would top in at 4 hours.
But I was thoroughly entertained through all of it, so I didn't mind the running time. This was good sports entertainment.
Okay.
And then they put things on the pay-per-views that don't really belong. That hey, look, AEW, they have some problems. We're just going to admit it. They have some problems. TK, he's trying to get mixed up in the conversation. He's going after Eric Bischoff, and I don't think that's a good idea because, I mean, Eric Bischoff, he was legit competing. TK, he thinks he's competing, but he's really not.
How is he not competing? WWE, threw everything at them, and they still didn't beat them in every single metric.
No, I heard that was the plan for quite a while for that SmackDown.
I mean, the Bunny beat Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
That's not true.
I mean, it kind of is true.
It's not true.
It is true.
No, it's not.
Now here we are once again nitpicking, saying, this 1 minute matters, but then this other minute doesn't matter because, who cares and yada, yada. Who gives
What is wrestling about? Making money. What company's making more money? Let's be real.
Well, WWE just collected about 50 million.
Just collected 50 million in one day. In one day. We're not even talking
by taking
about
money from the Saudi Arabia regime. Good job.
Okay, the Khan family has ties to Saudi Arabia. How come nobody talks about that? Huh?
Ooh.
Yeah. How come nobody talks about that?
I mean, let's be honest. Everybody has ties to Saudi Arabia.
I don't have ties to Saudi Arabia.
How do you know?
Because I would know.
They
would be my ties.
They're everywhere. It's the invisible hand.
I mean, AEW, they have problem. They have a lot of problems. I could go into the way they book black talent. I mean, I feel like I talk about that every single week, and I'm probably going to until black talent are booked better. You have nothing to say about that one?
They to be fair, they just signed Lee Moriarty.
Okay.
They got Leo Rush.
Okay.
Okay.
Leo Rush was on the sideline for a guy that jobbed to Malachi Black. Lee Moriarty did the job to Bobby Fish on YouTube.
Possibly Powerhouse Hobbs is going to be possibly heading to the finals of the Eliminator tournament, or possibly could be getting a championship opportunity. You never know.
I would like to ask what black wrestlers that AEW has are being underpushed.
All of them.
All of them? Like who?
Every single one.
Just give me an example. Just one example. That's all I'm asking for. It's just one.
Who do we have?
Some fans, some people would say Scorpio Sky.
Well, Scorpio Sky is probably the best example.
But his record says otherwise.
Because that's on YouTube, bro. Like that's the problem. I see like Tay Conti, she's won like 20 matches. I'm like, where? When? Oh,
Scorpio Sky's like 50-12 overall, I think, or something like that.
Where's his plaque?
On the YouTube show. How come he's not getting an opportunity at the head title, huh?
Because he's in a tag team.
That doesn't matter. Who cares? If his single record is that good, you see, this is the problem with their win-loss record. Look, this is
why SmackDown did it for a week, and then they gave up with the top 5.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. You've already forgot. They had a top 5 for like a week.
They didn't do it for like a week. They did it for like a month and a half.
Okay, but it was the same top 5. They never had a second top 5.
Because those same people were just excellent every single week. That's why. Look, all I'm saying is, and I've said it for multiple weeks. You look at WWE. Look at the black talent over there. Champions. Our new king. And then you look at AEW. They wrestle on YouTube. They get a little TV time. They do the job. And then we don't see them again for like a month and a half to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 months. That's all I'm saying.
But just wait till Brandy Rhodes comes back.
Look, man, Rhodes to the Top is the only AEW product that has the most black talent featured. Yeah.
Shout out to Baby Huey. He just interviewed Cody.
He did interview Cody Rhodes. Shout out to Cody. He's a good buddy of mine. I love Cody. Nothing against you, but I love Rhodes at the Top. I love AEW sometimes, possibly.
The interview made me laugh.
The interview was great. The interview was fantastic. Cody busting balls. But
I think Tony Khan needs to just book the show. Continue on. Listen, all right, let me be honest.
Didn't he say he wasn't going to be like a public figure like that?
He did. He said he wasn't going to be an on-screen character.
I mean, kind of what he's doing on the internet. It's kind of. I'm just saying.
I think he feels not threatened, but like he almost feels disrespected. Like, yo, how you gonna disrespect me? Like, I'm putting on arguably the best wrestling in the world right now. I'm working with multiple companies. I'm opening this door.
There's no door. That's another thing that's stupid. The door isn't truly forbidden until Vincent Kennedy McMahon walks through that month. Okay? Then we can start talking about forbidden doors and all this other stuff.
I will say I don't understand why Eric Bischoff is the one saying don't poke the bear and don't, be brash and cocky when he's like the playbook on being brash and cocky. Okay. And it worked for him.
But what happened?
Until it didn't.
Yeah. It worked for 2 years.
Well, it worked think about it. It worked for him, but I think to Tony Khan's point, he was an executive. Tony's the CEO, owner of the entire company.
Yeah.
So in a way, Tony Khan can really do whatever he wants. And you can argue and say Eric Bischoff could have at that time too.
Or is he trying to do his best Eric Bischoff impersonation in 2021?
I think he's trying to do Eric Bischoff and Vince better than Eric Bischoff and Vince, if that makes any sense. That's what I think Tony's trying to do. He's trying to be the villain and the good guy.
Yeah, I do think he is trying to walk a line, and then I forget he said something about I still have more money than them, and that's just something that I don't think he should say because he just sounds like the rich kids like, oh well, you beat me, but my daddy has more money than you, so who cares?
And this is the guy y'all praise, huh? This is the guy y'all praise, huh?
He's a quirky personality, just like Vince is. Just
you have to remember too, he's 39, I think now. That's extremely young to have as much money that he has and to be in the position that he is with so much pressure. How many wrestling fans are there in this world?
Look, Tony Khan is big is wrestling. I will say this here. It's probably going to come back to bite me in the ass at some point in time down the line, but I'll say it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Tony Khan is a money mark who thinks he knows how to book wrestling because he's watched it for a very long time with a trash football team that doesn't want to truly go head to head with Vincent Kennedy.
They won last week. Okay,
they won one game,
undefeated this season in England.
Let me ask you though, don't we all feel like we know how to book a good wrestling show?
I mean, I would say I know how to do it better than you two because I'm actually in the wrestling business.
I am too. What are you talking about? I'm Charlotte's valet.
I mean, how many companies do you guys work for? I work for 2. No, you don't.
The biggest.
You wish.
I'm Charlotte's valet.
You wish. You can go over. You can go over to East Bay Pro. They need help.
Do they?
Oh boy, let's not talk about that here.
What about big time wrestling?
What about
not there's the other one like across like in the East Coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one across like in NorCal, big time wrestling, or not NorCal, in Northeast.
You trying to piss me off? You trying to piss me off?
Big Time Rush, Disney Channel.
That was Nickelodeon.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
that was their Jonas Brothers.
It's okay.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's all right. You're old. We understand.
Yeah.
Moving on from the Tony Khan talk. Jesus Christ. PWI top 150 women's list came out. Brandon, read us off the top 10.
Oh, boy.
We got the top 10 women, according to the PWI, so it's definitely real. So do you want from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
We can go 1 to 10.
Okay, 1 to 10. Coming in at number 1, standing atop the mountain, is the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. Then number 2, we got Stardom's Utami Hayashishita. Okay. I nailed that one. Number 3, we got Impact's Deonna Purrazzo. 4, Britt Baker. Number 5, Thunder Rosa. 6, Sasha Banks. Number 7, Syuri. Nailed that one, also from Stardom. Io Shirai from NXT. Tom Nakano from Stardom. And then Raquel Gonzalez from NXT, the champion. Watch out for Mandy Rose coming in next year.
Man, I can't wait. When Mandy beats her, when Mandy beats Sonya Deville Jr. How apropos that Mandy Rose, who was in a tag team with Sonya Deville, is going to beat Sonya Deville Jr. to become the NXT Women's Champion. I love it. Sasha's in at number 6. She was gone for most of the year. Still cracked that 6th spot. You'll love to see it.
I feel like Sasha gets special treatment.
Well, when you're that good, yeah.
He is pretty damn good, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I get special treatment in certain circles because of how good I am.
Where's your girl Charlotte? I feel like she's been champion like 7 times in the past year. How come she's not on the list?
Well,
let me tell you, because it's biased, okay? It's a biased list. Charlotte would never be on anyone's top 5 or top 10 because they think that they don't like her. They don't like her because they ain't her. How do you say that? They hate her because they ain't her.
Exactly. Look, man, I was in the house for Sacramento. They love the Queen.
Absolutely.
They love the Queen in Sac. They loved her in San Francisco. We're SmackDown out tomorrow. Wherever they are tomorrow, they'll love her there too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the list, it is what it is. You know, maybe I should make a list. Maybe I should make a list. And
y'all already know Charlotte's gonna be at the top of my list.
I mean, yeah,
the most decorated.
Make a list. Do a draft of some sort. So that sounds interesting, right? A draft of some sort. Should we do a draft, guys?
I mean, we've already done that. And I
draft season's over.
I just demolished you the last time we did a draft.
You beat me.
Yeah.
No.
Buried you 6 feet under.
No, absolutely not. You cannot. You cannot kill the Pachatek. Let him know.
Pachatek.
Let him know, Tronic. Let him know.
The goat on the mic.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. The list, it is what it is. It's nice. Yeah, I think we'll do a draft. It's not because Tronic's here now, so we have to do another draft.
I got another name.
All right, what?
Instead of the commentator, you're the podmentator.
We just throw pot on everything. That's what Phillip is. He's the
Podgetech, Podcasto, and the podmentator.
All right. Lady Frost apparently was offered a contract by Impact Wrestling. I met Lady Frost when I was out in GSW. You know, told her I appreciated her work, and now she get a contract from Impact. I did it again.
You did it again.
I don't even have to interview people anymore, man.
We need to have like a drop button. So whenever we have one of these moments, you can be like, I did it again. And then you press a button. It goes, did it again. Right. That'd be pretty cool.
Just goes into Sasha's beat drop. I love it. Inside of the ring, Dave Dutra was on 205 Live, and Levi Shapiro, the timeless one, wrestled on Main Event. He wrestled Bearcat Keith Lee. Levi, it was a good match. Levi making Keith Lee look like $1 million. Shout out Dave for being on 205 Live. Good stuff and all. Shout out to the Bay Area, man. Just the talents. They're going places, man. I'm so happy for all these guys.
The last 2 weeks have been surrounded. The Bay Area has been surrounded by WWE and just wrestling in general. Still waiting for AEW, but
well, Tony's scared. You have anything to say about that one?
He's just waiting for Double or Nothing, do the West Coast swing. They're in Vegas, come down around here. Guarantee you they'll sell more than 4,000 tickets.
Boy,
Okay.
When AEW come to the Bay Area.
Look, I will be right there with a Vince. You know what? I will go there with a sign that says Tony fears Vince.
Okay.
Ooh.
Bet.
Woo! Hey, I wore the Vince mugshot shirt to Double or Nothing. I fear nothing. I fear no man. I fear no billionaire. Yeah.
You think they tell you to give them your sign?
I wouldn't do it.
First Amendment.
Yeah. They did some dude was front row at Raw dressed as the Fiend. They made him take the mask off.
What?
Yeah. Watch Raw back. There's this guy dressed as Kane, and there's this other dude, like this other black guy next to him wearing like a black tank top and a leather coat. He was the Fiend. They made him take off the mask. It was actually kind of funny. Oh man. Bound for Glory is this Saturday. There's a lot of good stuff going on. Christian Cage defends the Impact title against Josh Alexander, who I think is still the X Division champion, or I believe he cashed in option C. And Inspiration, the former Iconics, will be making their debut. Have you guys seen this music video?
I haven't seen the music video, but I heard the song and it slapped.
The song slaps. I saw clips of the music video. Oh my. Very, 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 very talented individuals.
Very inspirational.
Absolutely, bro. They're my inspiration now. I love it. Brandon, what are your thoughts on Bound for Glory this Saturday? Will you watch it? Probably you won't.
Of course I'll watch it.
It's better than AEW.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Scott D'Amore knows how to book black talent.
If only we, maybe we could have like a preview show that like talked about Impact, because we don't talk about Impact enough on this show. So maybe we had like an offshoot show that talked about kind of some things like Impact.
Oh, well,
there would be the host.
There was a show like that, but that doesn't exist anymore.
I could be the host.
Tron Talk, yeah.
Tron Pact.
Or you could just be called Tron Talk.
Impact with Tron?
No, it doesn't have to be Impact specific.
Tron makes an impact.
Under the Tronosphere.
No.
Oh, let's go, baby.
No.
Let's go.
No.
By the way, I'm a huge fan of that show, the previous show. Yeah, I was a huge fan.
Yeah, Under the Radar, great show.
Under the Radar was a great show. Into the Stratosphere it was great. Yeah. Top 5 when I used to do that was a good show. I miss Top 5. Oh man, we used to do the Roman Report. It was good stuff on that show, man. God, I'm about to get that going again, bro.
Okay.
There's a lot in the Bulletcast archive, man. A lot of great memories, a lot of great recordings, and a lot of hours of me just being the best at this craft. Yes, sir. Oh, you didn't know I was the best?
Absolutely.
I mean, should I say it again?
You didn't sound too confident the first time.
Do I have to say it again? The most important podcaster of the last 10 years, only been doing it for 4.5. Come on, bro. Who else? Not Wade Keller.
Wade Keller, okay, made me very angry with his.
He's a terrible podcaster. I'll say it.
With his cahoots with Tony Khan over the last week. Okay, when the demos came out.
He's in the pocket. That's why I listen to Roberts and Rosenberg. They're not in the pocket.
Congratulations, Wade.
I
mean, they literally get paid by WWE to be commentators.
Do you listen to their shows? No, you don't. When
I don't
things are bad,
shows, but you're saying that they're in the pocket. Wade's in the pocket of AEW when there's sufficient evidence that Sam Roberts and Rosenberg have been paid by WWE.
Well, fair.
WWE, because apparently that angers you guys. I listen. I watch the tape.
WWE. Yeah, that's how he says it.
WWE.
Look, Roberts and Rosenberg, when things are bad about WWE, they say it. They don't hold anything back. See, I don't hear that about these other podcasters that cover AEW. They like to tiptoe around this stuff. Me, I don't care. I'll say it because I'm not afraid. I ain't no.
So, do you listen to Wade Keller's podcast?
I mean, I've tried.
So you're just making assumptions.
I'm not making
just like how I'm making assumptions, but then when you make assumptions, it's okay.
I do my research.
It's fine.
I do my research.
Oh, you do your research? Like what?
Yes.
Is Wade Keller a one-man show like me?
I
remember listening to him a long time ago,
You didn't
He's
miss much.
he's been in the game for a while.
He has. He's not better than me, but he's been here for a long.
But he's better than Dave Meltzer.
I mean, well,
Can we agree on that?
That's not a hard bar to pass.
Okay, I'm just we need to reach some common ground.
Oh man,
I signed the same Denny's sign up sheet as Dave Meltzer. No big deal. Whatevs.
Oh yeah, I stood next to Big Dave and the Denny's. We ever tell you that story? Brian, we ever tell you this story?
That you stood next to Meltzer and Denny's?
Yeah, we left.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought. Correct me if I thought that you were in like a hotel room with them,
no,
and like a bunch of people, and it was a party.
No.
Okay, that must have been a dream. Then never mind.
Oh, you're dreaming about me and Dave Meltzer? You're dreaming about Sting? You're dreaming about me and Dave? What's next? Gonna dream about Brandon and Okada? Like Jesus Christ. We left to APW. I think it was King of the Indies. We left King of the Indies. And, we go to Denny's because that was our usual thing. And I made the joke.
Never go to the Denny's in Daly City. It is hot garbage, especially at 11 o'clock at night.
Which one in Daly City?
It's like by this big-ass Macy's. Yeah, by the mall. Man, there's literally like
off the freeway.
There's like 4 people in there eating, right?
It's not there no more.
Good.
It's gone now.
Good. Thank God.
It took it was maybe 4 parties eating, hella tables. It took hella long for us to get service. Anyway, we see Big Dave jogging in there, so we go in there. Brandon signs a weight sheet or whatever, and we were like, F this, and then we go to the one in Hayward on the border of Union City, which is a lot better. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Bound for Glory. It's gonna be great. You see, we're just going off on tangents now. What are we doing, guys?
Bound for Glory.
It's gonna be great. I still get the login, right?
Make sure you guys tune in to Within the Ropes. I will be doing a Bound for Glory review.
I mean, if you shoot me the login, I can hop on the review too.
Absolutely, I would love for you to hop on
because I'm an Impact mainstay.
Absolutely.
I've been rewatching some of the old TNA stuff. God, it's just good. It's phenomenal because I met AJ Styles, guys.
Of course you did.
Yes.
And what did he say to you?
He said, F Tony Khan. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. I don't want to put that out there. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. That was a really cool experience, man. He popped for the Terry Funk shirt. I told him he was my favorite member of the Bullet Club, and let's quick.
Tell him what he said though.
Oh, what for which part?
About the shirt.
Oh, he was like, "Haha, that's a good shirt, man." It's great. It was great.
Spot on.
Man, it was a bucket list item. I've waited 15 years to meet AJ Styles, and I got it done. The smile came back for a little bit, but then somebody mentioned the event in which my smile was lost, and then it went away. I was almost back to normal. Things were going to go back to the way they used to be here, but no.
Well, you were hanging out with, West Coast and then up there at Raw, so you probably got memories, of the day.
Yeah.
Shout out West Coast, by the way. His titles are impeccable.
His titles are amazing. You need one for Within the Ropes.
I do.
Yeah. Spend that moolah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. All right. This day in wrestling, Ricky Steamboat wins the United States title from Ric Flair in 1977. All Japan Carnival happened in 1985. The AWA champion Gino Hernandez and the NWA champion Ric Flair ended their match in a no contest. Superstars on this day in 1991. This is the one where Macho Man gets bit by the snake. Yeah. Yes, 30 years ago. That's crazy. Raw on this day in 1996. Triple H wins the Intercontinental Championship. No Mercy on this day in 2001. Chris Jericho defeats The Rock to become the WCW champion. Katie Vick happened on this day in 2002. We all know Katie Vick. We all know. And NWA 70th anniversary, Aldous Rhodes 2 out of 3 falls for the NWA title happened on this day in 2018. Yeah. Any thoughts about the things that happened on this day? I see Brandon. He's ready to talk about some Katie Vick.
Oh, I love me some Katie Vick. I tweeted this, whatever it was, like a couple weeks ago. It was like, oh, tweet your first wrestling memory with only a picture or a GIF. And unfortunately, Katie Vick is my first ever wrestling memory. Watching Raw at the tender age of 8, and Triple H decked out in a cane mask, does unforeseen things to a dummy in a casket, and has a handful of SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
Just a great moment in wrestling history. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, after that, and wrestling just gone downhill.
I mean,
Huh?
I mean,
That was the peak. That was the peak of pro wrestling / sports entertainment. Was Katie Vick.
so I'm
Beautiful
gonna just go to the fan mail, y'all. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Is there any fan mail from Charlotte Flair?
No, not yet. I'm
Okay.
waiting.
All right.
I'm waiting. Dan, I want to see Edge have another title.
Dan the man.
Yes, Dan the man. I want to see Edge have another title run. Which title do you guys think he should win and how?
Who?
Edge.
Okay.
Let's see. There's always he's going to Raw, so I mean the WWE title's it's there, so that makes sense. People would say the Universal title because he's never held it. I want to see, if we want to really get the Dirty Dozen, let's have him win the WWE Championship again, and let's have him do it in the way that he got it the first time. Let's have him win Money in the Bank again. Solidifies him as the greatest Money in the Bank competitor and probably cash in of all time. And then, he goes on, wins the Dirty Dozen, and then he ties Hulk for what? 1, 2, fourth most world title runs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. But I would also say it would be nice to see him team up with someone and win the tag team titles again, maybe in TLC fashion.
Well,
that would also be
tag
great.
partner is wrestling at Bound for Glory this weekend.
Yeah, but he could get a new tag partner.
I mean, sure, he's been tag champs with other people. What is he going to tag with Hogan again?
Who?
Terry Butler. I mean, is he going to tag with Benoit?
Oh,
was he tag champs with Rey Mysterio?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. That could possibly happen again.
But Ray's on. No, he's not there. He's on Raw now. See, you could definitely have that happen.
Very confusing.
Rated RKO can come back.
Rated RKO can definitely.
Rated
come
RKO
back.
is lit, bro. I don't care what none of y'all say, man.
You know who Edge's next feud should be against?
AJ Styles.
No.
What?
Mm-mm.
Who?
Finn Balor.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
But Finn would need to beat him.
Absolutely.
Because Finn been taking some L's lately. He would need to get one over on the Rated R Superstar.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, say you're the Rated R Superstar? Did my accent come out? That
was a very Canadian.
Yeah, that was really you're going for like Irish Canadian. Jesus Christ, Brandon. What title do you think Edge should win again, and how should he get it done? The Rumble didn't work out. The singles match didn't work out. Is Money in the Bank the only option?
I think going back in time doing the Money in the Bank route would be fun. With Big E being champion right now, I don't know what those long-term plans are. Maybe Edge wants to turn heel and kind of do that again, but was it the US title's on Raw, right? Yeah.
I mean, he's been US champ before.
I feel like that's kind of beneath him. So probably tag team or WWE title would be the route, but I don't see that happening anytime. So it's very confusing. You guys were saying a bunch of people with these last 3 weeks of like the draft, but then people are on their old show, but then some of them are on the new show. I honestly do not know who's on what show, and I'm very confused.
It's okay.
I'm in a blender.
All right. Hootie Who 420.
Hootie Who.
A great main event on Raw ends in a DQ. Why am I not surprised? Literally laughed and had steam coming out of my ears at the same time. Bro, I was in the arena. How do you think I felt? How you think we felt in that thing, boy? I mean, that crowd was hot for
Only
that
the
main
second
event.
worst finish to happen in the Golden One Center.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's the home of the best ever Hell in a Cell match.
Yes, the best ever.
It's the second best.
Sorry, second best.
Because Shawn and Taker's first, then Seth and the Fiend, then Mankind and Taker, then Brock and Undertaker.
I listened to the tape. You were listening. You forgot Undertaker Triple H WrestleMania 28, greatest kick out of all time.
I mean, if we're talking
that's
just
fantastic.
kickouts, then that can be the greatest kick out of all time. But the match that's like 7th on the list. I'd put Braun and Roman the non-finish above that.
I don't know about that.
I would. Remember, I'm in the business, so I know wrestling better than you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm Charlotte's valet.
I know your name's not Andrade.
Oh.
I mean,
I watched Katie Vick live. I've been around the block.
the block.
Yeah.
Respect your elders, Phillip.
Yep. Me too.
Okay.
I saw moving on.
I saw Gotch and Hackenschmidt wrestle at the Alameda County Fair in 37. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you what? I mean, if you had said New York, maybe I would
I
believe
saw The Undertaker face himself at SummerSlam, okay?
I saw Ray Stevens wrestle Pat O'Connor in the Count Palace. All right. You got to say something like that. Come on, man.
I saw that.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Alpa's right around the corner.
Okay.
Well, technically, not really right around the corner.
I watched Andre the Giant take a shit on Bad News Brown in the middle of the ring. Literally.
I was there to hear the story about Randy Orton taking a poop in bags backstage.
Okay, guys. And Brightest Day X.
Mr. X.
Yes, sir. Tell me I wasn't.
Cincinnati's own, baby.
Tell me I wasn't the only one who thought the vignette with Von Wagner and Kyle O'Reilly was cheesy as hell. No, you're not wrong. I saw the clip.
It was cheesy, but it was necessary because now we understand them. We got to see a little more of Von Wagner and his character, his swag, what he's about. Okay. Should have done this before throwing him in a championship match on the premiere episode of NXT 2.0, but
second generation talent. It's okay.
No, it's okay. But now look, we know now that Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner have a little bit in common, more than they may have thought.
They're a bunch of manly men. Where's William Regal at to show him how to chop down a tree?
Yeah,
Drink their orange juice.
Somebody told me William Regal was boring, and I slapped them in the face.
I will say as a kid, I hated William Regal. I thought he was boring as hell. But then, I grew up and I came around the block.
Oh.
That's right.
All right.
That's because he was a heel, so I was supposed to hate him. So good job, William. Where the hell is William Regal? Who's running NXT now? I don't know what's going on.
Oh, we know. It's Nick Khan. The real Khan.
You see that they're looking for a writer?
Sign me up.
They put the position out there.
I'll fly to Orlando tomorrow. I'll fly tomorrow. I will leave tomorrow.
You got 1 to 5 years experience?
Yeah. I used to write television for Chabot TV. I used to write original shows for Chabot TV. Oh yeah. I got that. Yeah. Thoughts on 2K22 being delayed till next year because all of the releases screwed up, the game roster reportedly being the reason.
It's gonna be 2K23.
I'm fine.
Well, I'm okay with it because as long as we get a dope game, fresh, new WrestleMania season right there aligned with it.
Ooh, you know what? Tronic, I'm coming over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come school Charlie. Man, I'm gonna be on that. Man, I'm gonna be playing at your house for like 10 hours, bro.
I told you. We're gonna watch WrestleMania.
It's 2021. You don't have to go over his house to play video games. It's called online play.
There's something about being in person and whooping somebody's ass, and then you get to look at the expression on their face.
But then you get the split screen. It's not, it's not the best gaming experience. Put on the headset.
What are you talking about?
Talk your stuff.
No, I like to talk it right to their face.
Sometimes the cartridge doesn't work. You got to, shake it and blow on it to then shove it back in there.
Okay, look, it's not.
What you know about the N64, Phillip?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't playing that.
Wow, you don't know what's up.
I mean, I was playing PS2s and Xbox 360.
I was playing PS2s and 360s as well. Shout out Modern Warfare.
What you know about an Atari? Let's get real.
What you know about the NES?
What you know? What you know about the Pac-Man, the single stick, bro? What you know about that? Okay,
I'm a Nintendo boy.
I was out here. Jesus, come on, man. Don't ever say I don't know.
Going down to the arcade, spending my hard-earned lunch money,
playing Batman on my Game Boy, bro. What you know about that? But look, as long as we get a good game, I'm excited. I really am. Isn't that right, Tronic?
That's right. Absolutely. I'm waiting. I can't wait. I loved 19. 20 was horrible.
I mean, 20. Like, do you still play 20 or
a little bit every now
yeah?
and then?
Because like I played earlier before we hopped on. Like all the bugs have been fixed or whatever they did, and like you get set in the controls, and it's not that bad.
Here's the thing. My game was never that bad because I got it on PC from launch.
Okay.
Launch day, I've always had it on PC, so it wasn't as bad as what everyone was saying it was.
I'm trying to play on PC because you could do a lot of extra stuff on there.
Yeah, I got that SmackDown stage, the one with the arms on 2K19.
See, I'm trying to be like you, Tronic.
Gonna make that money, get a $5,000 PC setup.
Pretty much.
Or 1,500. Yeah,
they got gaming PCs at Costco. Yeah, they're not that bad.
I don't go to Costco because I don't like people.
Oh,
I barely like going to my job because I don't like people. Like it's a whole thing. Guys, this smile being lost is really just ruining my life. We all know who to blame.
It's a damn shame.
Yep. He also says if you haven't already seen, check out the pre-order for the new Danhausen jacket I collaborated with Nerds Clothing on. It's very nice and very evil. If you don't, you may be cursed. I'm just saying. Danhausen met John Cena. Shout out Danhausen. We need to get him on the show.
We do.
We need Danhausen on this show. I've done an interview in a little bit, and I'm feeling a little rusty, guys.
There you go, Mr. X. We don't ask for much, but
yeah,
maybe our people call his people, their people call your people.
Oh, this isn't. He says, does anyone know how much money WWE gets every year from going back to Saudi Arabia? They get 50 mil a show.
Right.
There you go. That's it. That's all you need to know.
They have made more money off these Saudi shows than the WrestleManias combined.
Man. I mean, it's
Notice
crazy.
the, talking up Saudi Arabia was back after a year. Notice that.
What?
They just out here saying how great of a country it is and how thankful they were to be in Saudi Arabia. Didn't exactly happen the last time they were around.
That didn't happen.
Bro, they have made $300 million off of these 6 shows. That's crazy.
Well, they're going to need it because, those TV contracts are coming around and those ratings aren't looking that great.
Oh, the ratings are fine. The ratings are fine.
Do you think that they're going to continue to be on Fox and USA?
Yeah.
Probably, but they won't be making as much money. They'll probably take a little bit of a pay cut.
How crazy would it be if we wake up one day and we see an announcement WWE to TNT? Bro, I would be like, what? Like just some alternate universe type thing? That'd be crazy, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the premiere episode of Monday Night Raw on TNT.
Pretty much. We've done
WWE
all
to the Food Network.
Yep, we've done all that. Let's talk Crown Jewel now, guys.
Thank you.
Yep, let's get to it. You know how I like to do it. I like to start from the ending to the beginning.
Pre-show.
Yep. No.
We got the Usos taking on the Hurt business, which apparently is actually they are the Hurt business, even though we've never had like an actual confirmation and a promo and like a buddy like, yo,
a confirmation. They came out to the ring with Hurt Business shirts on, and the graphic said Hurt Business. What more confirmation do you need?
I mean, like from the actual people themselves, like why are they the Hurt? Like why are they back together? Hold
on. To be fair,
if you remember, then I got this. MVP.
I feel like we do this every single week.
Took a picture with Shelton Benjamin on a plane, and he said, talking to an old buddy about some business. And then next thing you know, Cedric and Shelton are back helping out the Almighty. Come on, bro.
Was this on television or is this just on social media?
They posted a photo on television. You see, you have to thoroughly watch Monday Night Raw.
I do have to.
Yes.
Monday Night Football has been pretty good lately. There's baseball playoffs on.
Who's playing?
The Tennessee Titans knocked off the best team in the AFC, the Buffalo Bills, at the goal
Tennessee
line.
Titans,
which is why the ratings were in the dumpster today.
Hey, are the Dodgers still in it?
Yes, they lost.
Didn't they beat the Giants?
They lost.
Didn't they beat the Giants?
Come on, people, watch the product. Or listen to Curveballs and Trash Shows every Friday. We'll talk all about it.
I mean, but Absolutely. They beat the Giants, correct?
Yes, they did beat the Giants. Good job, Phillip. Yay!
Because I remember I was
Pass for Phillip.
I was walking out of the Chase Center and I was chanting Dodgers at the Giants fans. Yeah, I did.
They're about to get their ass kicked.
Jesus Christ! But yeah,
They're
so
down 3-1. Yikes!
Brock
I mean,
Lesnar,
they did it
Roman
last year.
Reigns. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns for the Universal.
Yes.
What about it?
It was good. Apparently, Brock pulling on Charles Robinson was a callback to Extreme Rules 2012. When he did that to in that match with John Cena. But all in all, it went. It happened. The Usos got involved like I thought they would. Normally Brock kicks out of all the big stuff. Didn't really do it here.
No.
I'm all right with that.
I'm seeing a bit of a mixed reaction as I look at the Twitter page, and I just want to say this. The finish, I know that people were probably expecting some like straight finish, but think about it. Roman Reigns has never had a straight finish, really straight. Like, when's the last time he had a straight finish during this title reign where no one's been involved? Absolutely no one.
Hey, John Cena. SummerSlam.
Okay. To be fair.
Pretty sure the Cesaro one too.
Okay. But he dealing with a big guy now. He dealing with the beast incarnate, okay? Who took him to Suplex. He don't want to go to Suplex City no more.
But look,
he don't want to go there.
He's the suplexorcist.
Listen, this match was freaking good.
It was good, man. Roman busting out the dive.
Oh.
It was great, man. I thought it was good.
Brock Lesnar looked incredible.
He did. He's in peak physical condition.
The Usos coming to say, now listen, the real thing, okay, is how they just came in. No hesitation. The Usos come to help the head of the table. That's what I like to see.
Well, yeah, they knew like they would be kicked out if they didn't come help. And then
absolutely.
Then I'd get a closer seat to Roman. So maybe I wanted them to get kicked out. I don't know.
I mean,
Paul Heyman throwing the championship in the ring, all this
in
stuff.
the middle. You don't know who he was throwing to.
That's the key. That's the key right there. He said he was going to leave with the Universal Heavyweight Champion, and that's what he did. He left with the Universal Heavyweight Champion. Now, people questioning, who did he throw it to? What do you mean? Who else would he have thrown it to? His tribal chief.
Exactly. I mean, come on.
He was just a little wide left. Just
They
happened to be in the middle.
Roman and Lesnar did the tug of war with the belt.
Little callback to back in the day. There are a lot of callbacks on this show. A lot of callbacks.
We love callbacks.
Yes.
Are we satisfied with this ending?
Obviously not, but what were you to expect when they kind of rushed into it? And they're obviously going to go back to it.
Brandon,
probably at
what do you
WrestleMania.
mean? Brandon, why aren't you satisfied with the ending? This is great. It was high energy. It was Roman Reigns, high impact. Roman Reigns, he had a different mentality, aura about him.
Yes.
So if you're satisfied, then that means you don't want them to go back to another match.
No. I'm satisfied for now.
I'm
satisfied for now.
But look, man, they're destined to do this forever.
They the new Rock and Austin.
Man, come on, man. They Charlotte and Sasha.
I saw Brendan cringe.
I mean, they've already faced off like 10 more times than Rock and Austin did.
Are we sure? Do we know how many house shows Rock and Austin wrestled?
I mean, we're not talking about like house shows. We're talking about
no. We're talking about face-offs in general.
I mean, even if we count the IC title matches, I don't know if we're even getting that far.
This is what? Okay, so 31, 34. They did a match in Saudi before. They did a SummerSlam, and they did this one. This is 5. Rock and Austin had the 3 WrestleManias. They had an Intercontinental title match, sure. That's 4. I'm sure they've done some other ones.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so Lesnar and Reigns aren't quite there yet. They'd have to wrestle probably like 3 or 4 more times.
I mean, it's there.
Have they been in like some triple threat matches?
Yeah, but we're talking about singles matches.
Okay. No. We got to check the tape.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to talk about the Hell in the Cell match between Edge and Seth freaking Rollins. Damn, this was good. That bump that Seth took from the top rope to hitting the cell, going straight through the table, that was awesome. Him pulling out the toolbox was a callback to the second greatest Hell in the Cell match ever with the Fiend that he had. Edge,
What's the hammer?
The toolbox was the callback. The toolbox was the callback.
Okay.
Edge diving off the rope.
Couldn't get it through customs.
No.
Understandable.
Edge diving off the second rope with the chair was a callback to the Hell in the Cell match he had with Taker back in 2008. And the segment he did with Mick Foley on SmackDown in 2008, leading into that Hell in the Cell, I thought that was really good. The Glasgow grin was applied with the bar from the chair. I mean, just wrapping the chain around the foot, I thought he was going to stomp him. I really thought Seth was going to stomp him. But then Edge gets the chair right in the yam bams of Seth Rollins. And Edge beat him with his own move. Good stuff. What a story that was told.
Fantastic story.
You see, if they told stories like this on TNT, maybe I'd have different things to say.
I was actually going to say if they told stories like this on actual TV, then Raw and SmackDown wouldn't be so atrocious sometimes.
What are you talking about?
Mostly
what are you
Raw.
talking about?
Huh?
Raw's great. Raw's amazing. It is 3 hours of top-tier sports entertainment. How dare you?
Rollins, how long did they go? Does anybody have the time?
What is the timestamp, Brandon? Let me know, please.
Oh, you just assume I know?
You said it had timestamps before.
Oh, you'd be correct because it's at 27 minutes and 40 seconds. Longest match of the show by a country mile.
I love it. I loved everything.
When was the last time we got that good of a match for almost 30 minutes in WWE?
How long did Cena and Roman go?
Yeah, okay. Cena and Roman went what, 25?
Something like that.
But Roman was up. He was just yelling at the crowd most of the time.
But it was great.
This was good.
Sasha and Bianca didn't go that long. They went like, 20 minutes? They didn't go that long.
They went like 22, I think.
Yeah, something like that. This is fun. This was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed this.
No, 17 or 20.
Yeah, I mean, I love this match. It actually shows why Hell in a Cell should be saved for feuds when they actually need Hell in a Cell, not just because it's October and spooky season and
what are you talking about?
Whatever the calendar says, like, oh, I guess it's time for Hell in a Cell. So
quite a few Hell in a Cell matches in the past couple of years have required it.
Yeah, but even then, like sometimes it's not even the blow off.
It makes me think. It makes me think damn. I wish. Okay, what was the last women's Hell in a Cell matches? It was Bayley and Sasha.
I think it was Bayley and Bianca.
Bayley and Bianca. The one before that was Bayley and Sasha, right?
Yeah.
It makes me think man, I wish those matches were Hell in a Cell matches that weren't at a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Yeah. Hey, Sasha might be the MVP of the Cell. I'll say that. Every time she's in there, it's a banger. You can't.
I know you said the men's match at Sacramento was the second best match of all Hell in a Cell match of all time, but that Becky Lynch Sasha Banks woman's Hell in a Cell match might be a little bit better.
It's fourth.
Okay, it's fourth.
I'll say.
Sasha out here trying to kill herself like usual.
Who isn't? Any other thoughts about this match?
I will say that I think the wrong person won. I think it should have been Seth Rollins putting away Edge.
Why?
Because I feel like Seth Rollins has a lot more to lose at this point, losing to a Hall of Famer, right?
I hate that they're both going to the same show. I really do hate that. I feel like somebody should have stayed on SmackDown.
It's different. For example, when Randy Orton lost to Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell, Taker was still Taker. You know what I mean? And listen, no disrespect to Edge. Edge is still Edge. In fact, he may be even better than he was before he left. But Edge ain't going to be around for another 5 years, right?
How do you know that?
He's 47, man.
The internet told me he signed a pretty long-term deal.
Terry Funk wrestled until he was, 75? So how do you know?
Full time. I'm talking. He's gonna give us matches on Raw too, not just pay-per-view.
Well, he does. He's wrestled on TV. He wrestled
many-
Randy on Raw earlier in the year, and then he wrestled on SmackDown. But Seth, then he
Earlier this year?
yeah.
Sting's old ass is still putting up good matches.
Yeah.
Sting don't wrestle on Dynamite either. And he gets assist from
Look,
Darby.
Dude, Sting, that's a whole other conversation that we can have another time. Jesus. My point is, Edge has wrestled on TV. You know, this isn't just a greatest hits tour, man. He's telling stories.
Okay, that's I'll be okay. You're right.
know?
You're right.
I'm like I want to see Edge and Styles now. I want to see Edge and Balor, like you said.
Yeah.
Seth, you know, the last time he took a loss like this, he got rid of Ray and Aleister Black's eyes. You know, he went to a darker place. You know, maybe that darker place leads to him and Big E in the WWE Championship. I don't know. This was fun. All right, Brandon.
Only time will tell.
I guess you can run down the card now from this.
Yay! So we have the pre-show. We have the Usos taking on the Hurt Business. Tag team match goes 10 minutes and 40 seconds. The Usos win. Did anybody see this match? Because I did not.
I did.
Good job, Brian. Way to put in the work, put in the hours, grind it.
Yes. It was a good match. The Hurt Business reminded you why they are the Hurt Business. It makes you think, like, why can't they have matches like this on TV? Simple. Even if they're going to lose, why can't they like establish themselves as a legit tag team that people should take serious, and they shouldn't laugh at them chasing after the 24/7 championship? It was great. It makes me want to see it again, but I know that we probably won't because you know, the Usos are on SmackDown, but hey, maybe they'll do the wild call rule and we'll see this match sometime soon. I would actually give the Raw Tag Team titles back to the Hurt Business and let's run it back at Survivor Series.
Oh, because we're doing titled unifications at Survivor Series, right?
Please.
No anymore.
Please.
I
I don't know anymore.
Somebody stop it. No more titles.
I mean, it would give them a fresh look.
Brandon, do you think they should unify all the titles and just have
unify them all? Just have one title.
Just
one singular title.
Yeah, he and I are in agreement with this. One heavyweight title, one woman's title, one pair of tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Me and Phillip agree on something for once. You just love to see it.
Yeah,
Intercontinental title, U.S. title, then maybe throw in the European title or the International Championship.
You know what? I've always thought they should have had like some sort of TV title, like a network title.
USA?
They already have a USA title.
No, like when the WWE Network was a thing, like the WWE Network champion. You know,
need a Peacock title. Oh yeah.
I mean, why not? There's a TBS championship. Why not, right?
Why not? All right, moving on. We have Monsoor taking on Mustafa Ali, and the greatest streak in sports entertainment continues. Monsoor gets his 4th win at Crown Jewel.
Nobody got hurt. That's all we can ask for. Move on.
He gets the win.
Huh?
I thought it was a lot of people, Brian included, thought that it was going to be a show stealer. I think that was the Hell in a Cell match, but
yes,
it was still a good match. And then we had some extracurricular activity. I saw Phillip tweet something that what is this guy's name? Tariq Hamedi, Saudi Arabia karate master, silver medalist. I agree with Phillip. I thought that was our truth.
What if, how bad would that have been if that was actually our truth? But yeah, it was a good moment for the fans inside of that pop. When he took the head wrap off, they went nuts. Yeah. So I thought it was cool. And Mustafa Ali. Okay. What a moment for him, even, to be in that spot. He looked like a real bad guy. What do you have? Eyeliner on? Looked like a real bad guy with the braid and I see you, Ali, looking like a mean Mark Callis. Thought the match was good. It wasn't quite the show stealer that I thought it was going to be because they literally had to go on after what? That was after the Hell in a Cell match. So Yeah, it was good though. I loved the 450. He missed the 450, and then Monsoor hit his finisher over the top rope with the what is it called? The over the top rope neck breaker. Yeah.
It was a
was great.
springboard neck breaker.
No, he didn't spring. He hopped over the top rope. He didn't spring off the ropes.
Okay, so a slingshot.
Slingshot. There we go.
I'm a commentator. I know the moves, guys. Try to tell y'all. Have you guys heard about Bret Hart's top 5 technical wrestlers?
I have not.
CM Punk, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Mr. Perfect,
Technical
AJ
wrestlers.
Yeah,
CM Punk.
Yeah, so it was CM Punk, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Mr. Perfect, and someone else. I forgot. But people on my homie Sir Wilkins, the Jobber Tears podcast, he was like, Bret saying CM Punk is his top in his top 5 technical wrestlers is more reasons why I got beef with Bret. Oh man, I love it. I love it all.
I don't know about CM Punk, man.
This is interesting. This is all interesting. Somebody said Crown Jewel is already better than All Out.
Crown Jewel was the best.
It was the best show of the year.
I will say this is the best Blood Money they've ever done.
I mean,
I want to say, okay. Now, if freaking they had some crazy return, or even if we got like some NXT talent that or like it debuted over to the main roster, then I would say I would put it up there with All Out, but I can't. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything this year or in a while quite like Adam Cole followed by Bryan Danielson and that ovation. I don't think there's nothing like that. But I will say I agree with you, Brandon. This is the greatest Blood Money show that they've done, and I think this might be the greatest WWE show that they've done all year.
It was better than All Out. I'll say it.
I mean, they loaded this card up, and people say it's a maybe it's a WrestleMania caliber card. Maybe it's hard to say, but I think if like the stories and like the actual if the Roman Lesnar thing actually like a solid like match and finish, then yeah, you can put it like on par with WrestleMania. Just it still kind of had that, we're here, we're getting the money, but they tried a lot harder than they have in the past, especially that Hell in a Cell match. Like it wasn't, you could tell the wrestlers were doing a lot more than just showing up, getting the paycheck and leaving.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. I wish they would. I wish they would do this on a regular basis though. Like why can't they be? You know what I mean, Phillip? Like I just
look. The only people that show up and just get a paycheck are on the other channel. I keep telling you all this. WWE sports entertainers show up, show out, and do it better than anybody else in the business.
Monsoor and Ali would have never got a match like that.
You know what? I will say this here. Monsoor and Ali was better than Omega Danielson.
Okay.
Huh? Come on.
So like the third best match on this show was better than Omega and Danielson.
Yes, sir. I said it.
Okay.
Who's gonna come for me? Who is Kenny? Kenny knows I'll lay his ass out. Look, Daniel, I got some respect for you, but I feel like I could take you. I'm just saying.
Moving on, we get RK Bro taking on AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team Champions championships. The only thing that really happened in this match is Riddle rode out on a camel.
No comment.
This was pretty much a repeat or a semi-repeat of their SummerSlam match.
Great RKO. Beautiful RKO.
I didn't like it because I literally saw it coming.
Well, yeah.
He was looking right at him. Usually it's out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere?
Usually it's out of nowhere, but it was not out of nowhere in this case. But hey, the fans loved it, and so that's
beautiful. Beautiful.
Real quick before we move on, I gotta ask a quick question. I'm starting to feel like that when the crowd is hot for a show, most fans will go on to say that it was a good show. But if the fans aren't into it, fans who are watching it will say it wasn't that good of a show.
Well, that's good. I mean, fans are fickle. We know it. I don't know.
We'll save that for another conversation.
Yeah, we will. What was after this?
we get the Queen's Crown tournament final, the match we've all been waiting for. Zelina Vega taking on Doudrop. The match, don't know what the over-under was, but it came in at 5 minutes, 55 seconds. Just an absolute classic.
Where are all the people that crucified WWE and Vince McMahon for firing her because of a third-party platform? Where are they all now? They're quiet. That's where they are. Yeah.
Okay, I have to ask, is this a WWE doing right by Zelina, or is this we want to make sure that all those people out there that thought we were going to bury her because of Malachi Black, we want to make sure to stick it to them, like, hey, see you guys, we're not burying her. Like,
WWE doesn't do that. They don't do things like that. Come on, y'all. Y'all try to make them to be the bad guy.
Asking the question,
Look, they're doing right by her. She deserved it,
I wish she would have won a whole lot of matches before, though.
Hey, she wasn't using that code red then. That code red is the key now.
That code red is the key. You're right. And it looked fantastic on Doudrop.
It did. That was a good bump. I was like,
holy shit.
I was like, that's awesome. It was really good.
Zelina should be proud of herself. All the other stuff aside, Zelina Vega should be proud of herself. She's spreading her wings. She's out there on her own. I know it's got to be hard traveling and doing what she's doing without Alistair by her side, without even Andrade by her side, but she's doing well, and I hope, if given the opportunity and the time, and that this queen gimmick will fit her well.
Yes. What was after this?
Then we get to Goldberg taking on Bobby Lashley. No holds barred, falls count anywhere for the whatever you call it, fighting for the love of Gage Goldberg. Mr. Bill Goldberg got the win, spearing Lashley off the stage through tables. Didn't look like a complete crash pad, but Goldberg gets the win at 11 minutes, 25 seconds. Maybe the longest match we've seen from Goldberg in Saudi Arabia. And it actually was not a complete cluster.
He needs to go home now.
That was good, guys.
Go sit in your rocking chair, Bill.
At first, I was like, because I thought he was having trouble walking. I was like, yo, he needs to sit down. Like, when he was rolling out of the ring, but then I realized that it was his knee brace that just got caught. I commend him on the table spot. And hey, he got right back up and walked in his own will over back to the ring after picking up the victory. I wish that the Hurt Business could have put a little bit more of a hurting on Goldberg, but it's okay. He's coming for that title next, baby. Oh.
I don't know about all that, but I mean, if Goldberg is, I don't say here to stay, but if he is going to have some few more matches, it probably would be best for him to get a win, because he's been losing pretty much all the matches. But it wasn't a great match by any means, but by Goldberg standards, it actually was not that bad. And I just always cringe when he does the jackhammer, but he didn't kill Lashley. It was a clean looking jackhammer. So
would you say it's his best?
Didn't he promise to kill Lashley?
I mean, he got a bad boo-boo on his arm. He was bleeding.
He didn't deliver on his promise.
Well,
I thought faces were supposed to tell the truth.
And that's why you don't promise to kill someone, because you're not going to do it.
But just saying. Promises aren't delivered on the other channel. We can't have this kind of stuff on WWE. I can't have this kind of stuff here.
Well, Xavier Woods promised he was going to be king of the ring, and he is, because he defeated Finn Balor in 9 minutes and 40 seconds. King Xavier, or King Woods, whatever you want to call him. He is a single star now. Biggie got the title. Kofi got the title. Now Xavier has king of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
boom.
I thought Finn was going to win. The Prince becoming the king was my thing. All hail, King Xavier. King Wars.
This is probably the only match that I felt like if this was in the US, the fans would have popped a little bit harder for Xavier Woods. But it was cool. Him and Zelina both had trouble putting the cape on, though. Like, it's simple. Like, it's a simple hook. Grab the one piece and you hook it to the little hook part, and that's it. But they were so excited. I know. And trust me, they're gonna have a lot of time wearing that cape here in the next few months, maybe the rest of the year, maybe the next 2 years. They'll be King Zelina and King Xavier Woods.
If you guys,
I'm sorry, Queen Zelina and King Xavier Woods.
If you guys didn't know, Brandon is a Cape, or not Brandon, Brian. He's a Cape Somalia.
That's right.
You're a Cape Somalia.
And that's no Jesse Smollett.
Okay, what else happened?
We get the second, or I guess another member of the New Day gets a dub in Saudi Arabia because Big E defeats Drew McIntyre to retain his WWE Championship in 13 minutes, 25 seconds. This was more of the spam your finisher and kick out of the big moves type match. Crowd was into it. Big E retains. So the Big D can mosey on over to SmackDown.
Brian, why aren't you saying anything?
Sorry, my wife is talking to me. We talk about the Big E and the Big D.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Um,
Hold on, Phillip. Hold on. Listen. Big D showed some heart. Big E proved that he was much stronger, and this is his time. And he held up that title, and he said, "We got a lot more to do," you know. So I think Big E winning was the rightful thing. I don't know if I'm too happy with Drew McIntyre kicking out of the big ending, though. I mean, that finish was nicely protected over the last.
Well, the Claymore has been protected, and Big E kicked out of it.
That's true, but see, we're talking about who the champion is, though. You know, I mean, Big E is the champ, so of course the champ's gonna kick out of the Claymore. You know, pudding. Sorry, I had to.
Am I the only one who thinks the big ending is not the best finishing move in the world?
It's not the best. It's not at all.
I mean, the One Wing Angel is stupid, so I'll take the big ending.
I like the One Winged Angel.
Huh?
I like the One Winged Angel.
Maybe
That's stupid. That's stupid. Why would you like that?
I like when. I like that.
And that's exactly why they suck. It's exactly why.
Drew McIntyre is going to go over to SmackDown, and I hope instead of them forcing him to challenge Roman Reigns right away because he just lost the WWE Championship match, maybe, you know, he'll try and get that Intercontinental Championship from old Shinsuke.
I'm trying to see Big D versus Big D.
Who?
Big D. Big Drew versus Big Dog. Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Better talk about Top Dollar.
Hey, man. Top Dollar coming after the Bucks with the rap. Come on, bro. Come on. Top Dollar is that dude. I love Top Dollar. That's my guy. Love him.
Top Dollar is the best rapper wrestler.
I mean, he's no John Cena. Let's hold on now. John had some bars back in the day.
John did have some bars. He had a great album too.
Yeah, album right now. Come on, man. What's your favorite John Cena song, Brandon? That's not his theme songs. That's not right now.
Well, I need to pull up the album.
No.
I have the album. I've listened to it. Shout out Christy Pang. She out here selling out bootleg John Cena CDs in Bohanna Middle School. So I have the tape. I've listened to it. It's just been a little bit of a while. You know, the reason why the other guy came on the show is because he heard our elaborate discussion about how John Cena is the greatest white rapper of all time.
Yes.
We've had this discussion before.
The other guy?
Yes, the other guy. He was a former Bullet Cast champion as well.
Where is the other guy?
We are in talks with the other guy to potentially come back on the show and get rid of Brian for a day. And
my favorite funny. John Cena song, not "My Time Is Now," is the second track. Don't F with us. Because it's kind of funny hearing John Cena just cuss all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that boy John Cena one time said, "Me, Brock Lesnar, I eat whole grain. God gave me muscle, forgot to give me brain." I was like, "Oh, bars, les bars, yes, there was a SmackDown Women's Championship match, right?
Yes, there was Becky Lynch taking on Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Love it. All the women, dressed up in their one pieces and their t-shirts, because apparently if we see women's curves and we see skin, our heads are going to explode apparently. But Becky Lynch gets the win. She rolls up Sasha Banks.
Were you taking a shot at the Saudi Arabian culture?
I think just a little bit.
Why would you do that?
I mean, the men don't have to, change their attire. Why do the women have to?
Because that's just the way it is over there.
Oh, okay, so that just because the way it is means it's right.
It's right to them. That's where they were.
Okay. So WWE just, bowing down to the Saudi Arabia government
For $50 million.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Guess Ted DiBiase was right. Everyone.
I mean, they have to abide by the rules, right? I mean, it would be like that anywhere. Oh, okay.
Anyways, Becky Lynch gets the win. She is still so we have the SmackDown Women's Champion on Raw and the Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown. So
Survivor Series and unify and make one woman's title. Boom.
Either they're going to trade, either they're going to unify them in Survivor Series and make them one, or
let's have a floater. She's a floater.
Only two options.
Floater. Pretty much.
It was a good match. I enjoyed this match. Stunned by the finish. Like who won? I'm stunned. I thought it was gonna be Sasha or Bianca. Bianca just, man, I know people are like wondering when's she gonna get that title back.
Finish wasn't exactly like that shocking, especially if Bianca won the title on Raw, then I could have expected them to give it to Sasha. Here, I didn't expect Bianca to win this match, but it was a good match, I guess. 19 minutes 25 seconds, coming in at just under 20. I think it is kind of hard because the crowd wasn't like super duper into it. I don't know if it was tired, they didn't care, whatever the case may be, but God bless them, they tried.
They tried. It was great. Becky Lynch is still the champion of SmackDown. And yeah. We talked about the Universal title match, so I guess that's it, right?
I guess that is.
That is it.
I'm going to give it an A. It was great. It was amazing. It was better than All Out. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Superstar Spotlight. The whole WWE crew, the wrestlers, the sports entertainers, the light crew, the guys that set up the ring, the referees, the commentators, everybody. You all did a fantastic job putting on Blood Money 6.
Good job.
Yes. Anybody else?
Hopefully they make it back home. They don't get stuck on the tarmac.
Let's hope not. Anybody else?
But then that would mean like Pat McAfee would probably just run SmackDown, and I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Pat McAfee's great.
Then we'd probably get Braun Breaker on SmackDown.
Man.
They'd probably do Halloween Havoc on SmackDown.
Let's do it. I'm all for it. All right. Promo pick of the week: Prince Devitt's last promo with the Bullet Club from 2014. Good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Anybody else?
Great promo.
What's our match pick of the week, Brandon?
Well, a match pick of the week. I've been a little slacking on the Dark Side of the Ring, but I watched the Luna Vachon Dark Side of the Ring. It's a good one. Recommend you to go check it out. And this is a match between Luna and Medusa. I forget exactly where it is, but it's not in WCW or the WWF. It's a solid match. As someone who knows Luna, appreciated her, but she was a manager in WWF all the time, never really saw her wrestle. It was cool to see her and Medusa, shake it up.
Yes. Luna Vachon, very underrated in-ring worker.
AEW filed a trademark on Watch Your Wrestling.
Why would they do that?
Because Tony Khan said, watch your wrestling. He said that's his thing. Watch your wrestling.
See, they're just wasting money over there. It's stupid. Now somebody's going to get less of a paycheck because he's doing stupid things like this. Probably not because, he has a whole bunch of money, right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, I have more money than him. Yeah.
When you guys get a chance, go over to Becky Lynch's Instagram. She did a nice post talking about how important this day was for her and for the women. She thanked the women that she shared the ring with. She congratulated Zelina Vega. It's a very nice post.
See, that kind of stuff doesn't happen up there.
The champ. I think this kind of stuff doesn't happen enough.
It doesn't. It probably does happen over there because everybody's happy over there, right? That's what
Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy.
I highly doubt that. I believe there's some disgruntled people over there.
Well, Brian Cage isn't happy over there. We know that.
Oh, that's you see that. There's one. Brian, come over here, man. Come on. It's fun. It's fun on this side of the room. It's fun. Yeah, you get a big payday to go to Saudi Arabia. Come on, man. It's fun over here. I think that's going to do it for us. Email us bulletcast2 is the number 2 sweetswet@gmail.com. YouTube the Bulletcast, Instagram the Bulletcast, Twitter @Bulletcast, 104.7 FMKPU in Wattsville every Friday night from 11 p.m. to midnight. iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Spotify, Patreon. Brian is back on Anchor because he realizes it's a superior platform.
Absolutely,
as you should.
I'm back on Anchor.
Yes. All right, guys, that is going to do it for us. Yeah.
What's going on?
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.